Unfortunately, what I have behind me is a Ben Alpha rail. If you watched my last YouTube video, you saw how I did it, but if you didn't, here's the clip. I know, right? That wasn't that impressive. It shouldn't have bent there. In my personal opinion, a twin rail snowmobile would not have bent with that little jump. However, I'm sure people will say a twin rail bends just as easy an alpha rail. If you hit a rock or a stump or whatever, yeah, you're gonna bend one, but I don't feel like landing on the backside of that, as soft as the snow was, should have bent it. But that aside, doesn't matter that it's bent. As you can clearly see, there's not supposed to be a space under there. So what I'm gonna attempt to do is, I have a whole bunch of these clamps. Yeah, wood clamps. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not, but I'm gonna clamp down the front. I'm gonna remove the rear axle. Once I have the rear axle removed, I'm gonna clamp down in a few spots, see if I can't get it to straighten out. Once it's straightened out though, obviously I'm not just gonna ride it like it is. Monday I should have a Pin Performance rail brace. In my opinion, from what I've seen in person, they're the strongest, beefiest, should be the best one that I could get, honestly, to hopefully save this rail. I'm hoping with the Pinned Performance rail brace on that it'll be stronger than it was even before I bent it. So I should be able to straighten it, apply the brace, and then just ride it. So yeah, let's go ahead and remove the rear axle and get to straightening this thing. It might be straight enough with the clamps on it to be able to install the rail brace. Don't have the rail brace here, it shows up on Monday. But if I can straighten it out enough with the 2x4 underneath it, then hopefully I can just install the rail brace. Once the rail brace is on, it's gonna hold it. So, I don't know. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. What do you think? So let's take a peek inside, see what we got from Pin Performance. All right, what do we got there? Is that just receipt?
Yep.
So supposedly, this is the strongest brace on the market. I'm gonna test that out quite thoroughly with putting it on a bent rail already. But I talked to Trevor at Pin Performance. He said that he's had a few guys do this. Nobody's came back and said it didn't work. So the two-piece, it's got tons of rivets. It's beautiful, it looks really good. And yeah, just slaps right on there. So this inner piece right here slides right over that top cap. So we just gotta line those up and see if we can get it to match up and work good. Well, here goes the first rivet of the first side. That's why you get a rivet gun. Makes this nice and easy. Nice.
I think this is gonna work.
I think it's gonna work too.
Stout as that is on both
thick.
sides. Yeah,
By the time you get both of it, it's gonna double the thickness of the whole rail. So
Yeah.
I say
It's gonna look good too.
I think it's gonna look good too. Yeah. I say we get the other side to that exact point.
Yep.
And then we'll drill everything out.
Yep.
Look at how thick that is compared to the original rail. That's gonna definitely strengthen it up. I rode the whole day after it bent once I tightened my track, so I'm just gonna run it just like that. The install's complete and I couldn't be happier. Yeah, it's not perfect. Is a brand new rail gonna be better than trying to straighten out a rail that you've already bent? and putting a rail brace on it? In my opinion, no. I honestly think that the rail brace with a bent rail is gonna be stronger than just going out and replacing this rail with a brand new one. I'm gonna put it through the ringer, I'm gonna test it, ride it, just like I would any other sled. I'm gonna not try to break it, but I'm definitely not gonna take it easy on this rail. But I know there's a lot of you out there that have bent a rail, that thought it was done, that you just had to go buy a new one. Most of you probably did go buy a new one. But if you have a tweaked rail, I can attest right now that you can straighten it, you can put a Pin Performance rail brace on it, and go and ride it and see what happens. The install went super clean. It was really easy, honestly, to just drill out all the holes. They lined up pretty good. The hardest part was just getting the skid out of the sled, which is only 4 bolts plus loosening your rear axle, but if you're doing it by yourself, that track does weigh quite a bit and it's kind of a pain. So I would recommend getting at least 1 extra set of hands to help you out with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ride it this weekend and I'll give you an update. Well, I did something stupid. Probably gonna be one of the best rides of the year. Super sunny, we got fresh snow, and I left my GoPro at home, so not gonna be much of a film today. I'll try to film as much as I can with my iPhone, but I screwed up, guys. So of course the day I forget to bring the GoPro, I've gone over the handlebars twice. Saw this nice little stick, got a little worried and ended up in the tree well, flew over the handlebars. The other one I just hit an old track and the ski decided to point straight up and I went right over the bars. Oh boy, the boost is stuck! What a beautiful day today. I didn't think we were gonna get the sun. the weather said tomorrow was the sunny day, but we lucked out. Pretty much never up in this area do you get a bluebird day, so lucky day today. Let's check out the rail brace. I definitely haven't been taking it easy. The trail in here was whooped out and destroyed. Done a few jumps today, and the rail brace seems to be holding just fine. Good way to tell is the track's still tight, which means it hasn't bent. So I think we're gonna be golden. Run this until you can't run it no more is kind of my plan.